Hi guys, welcome to a weekend mini lesson. Today we're going to be looking at 4 guitar moves you can practice over the weekend, and by Monday you will be a better guitar player, alright? So let's look at move number 1. Now we're going to take the E chord, alright? We're going to stroke down, strum down, and then hammer on to our E shape. We're going to stroke up, and then we're going to release pressure on the E chord, alright? And then slap down on the guitar like this. Alright, that's the first part. Now we're going to implement the E major scale, the blue note here as well. Alright, so we can create a couple of licks. So I'm just going to play this real slow and then at full speed so that you can just practice it at your own pace. Alright. And that's move number 1. Alright, move number 2, we're going to take 4 everyday chords, your E minor, your G, your D, and your C, and we're going to do something really special with them. Now I'm going to take my E minor here on the 7th fret, alright? And I'm going to take my pinky off, that's just the A minor shape, and that becomes an E minor 7, okay? A nice bluesy version of that chord. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my pinky on the 10th fret of the A string, that becomes a G. Alright, if I take my finger here, make the A-shaped triad on the 7th fret, that becomes a D. Move it back 2 frets, that becomes a C. Alright, all those chords in the one little area. And I'm going to take the G major scale, starting from here, in the 10th fret in the A string. And I'm going to do something with that to bring it all together and connect the chords. So I'm going to break it down nice and slow first, and then we'll do it at full speed, alright? So I'm going to hammer in to that E minor 7. I'm going to embellish it by getting the 10th fret in the high E, come up those chords, then I'm going to get A on the 10th fret to make that a G, alright? And I'm going to do this little Hendrix move here, right, by hammering on from the 7th fret, with this A chord we've got, to the 9th fret on the D, and I'm also getting this double stop here. Basically I'm getting this D chord, alright? Hammering on to the 9th fret and back off again. 10, 9, 5. Alright? So alright. Then I'm going to do the same thing on the 5th fret to the 7th fret. Then 7, 5, 3. Alright. Then I'm going to slide from 5 to 7. Again, hammer on from 5 to 7. Using that C chord. Slide up to 9. Back into my E minor 7. So full speed. And that's move number 2. Move number 3, we're going to take again a couple of standard chords, right? 4 chords, a G, a B minor, and a B minor 7, an A minor, and a C. And again, by using the major scale, using some embellishments in different chord shapes, we can really turn that into something a little bit more special. Okay, so I'm going to use the Hendrix version of this, right? This is a really good shape to get used to, right? Because it just puts your fingers in the best position to do some cool things with it, right? So really try and get this down. I'm going to take my thumb over the 3rd fret, the low E, and I'm going to make the kind of F major 7 shape, starting from the 3rd fret in the B, right? 3, 4, 5, okay? I'm going to get the bass note, slap down on that, or just stab down on it, and then I'm going to use the major scale again, sliding from 5 to 7, back to 5, 3, 2. And then when I get to my 2, I'm going to hammer into this B minor 7 chord. Okay? So. Okay, and then I'm going to embellish that. Just like I did with the E minor 7 in the previous one, by getting the high E of the 5th fret. Okay, then into my A minor, by getting that bass note first. Then I'm going to just strum down in that. And again embellish that with the high E in the 3rd fret. And then I'm going to get into my C. And then I'm going to do this cool embellishment. By hammering on the D, then off again. I'm actually going to get the D and G here and make this double stop. And then I'm going to slide. And that makes a D chord, actually. Alright, like this. And then. And that's move number 3. So move number 4 is a real cool, smooth R&B kind of progression, alright? So we're going to take our 4 chords, right? Got a B minor 7. And all I do is I take my first finger, I bar the bottom 4 strings on the 7th fret. And I get my thumb on the low E. Again, this is a Hendrixy kind of move. And I'm going to just pinch this, really. So I'm going to be using my thumb on the bass string. And I'm going to use my index, my 3rd finger on the G and B. And just pinch like that, alright? That's my B minor 7. Then I'm going to use, again, this major chord, Hendrix shape, to make my G. And then, up 2 frets in the 5th fret, to make my A. And then, the same minor 7 shape to make an F sharp minor 7 on the 2nd fret. So, B minor 7, G, A, F sharp minor 7. And then I'm going to add in this kind of percussiveness to bring it together. Right, pretty cool, right? But we're not going to stop there. We're going to add in some little fills using the pentatonic scale that surrounds that. So for a minor 7, I've got the pentatonic scale, the minor, shape 1 of the minor pentatonic scale. So I can do cool things like like that, right? So I'm just going to do something nice and simple here, right? Like that. To bring me into my G, right? I'm going to get the bass note, pinch the B and G, and just hammer on 9 on the G, right? Back into my G. And then, what I'm going to do actually, I'm going to hammer on from 3 to 5 because I've got the major pentatonic scale here. This little cool box that I can work with, alright? So 5, 3, 5, 3, 3. Or 4, sorry. Alright, so A, and then my F sharp minor 7, I can just do something like that. Again, back to my B. That's a cool little move right there. Again, 4, 3, slide from 4 to 2, pull off, and then pull off onto in the D there, right? So, nice and slow from the start. And that's move number 4. So I hope you enjoyed that, guys. This is something I'm trying with a new format at the weekend. A shorter lesson covering a few cool things for you to practice over the weekend. And let me know what your favourite move was, or if there was something you'd like me to cover in a little bit more detail, a little bit more depth, because I understand it is a very quick lesson. But I hope you managed to get the moves down. Anyways, have a great weekend, and I'll see you soon.